Hi, Miss Milo. Hi, honey. Yeah. Yes. Just a good girl. Yes, a good girl. You keep Mama sane, don't you? Yes, you do. Yeah, it's a good girl.
I remember waking up. Bryan had just came out of the washroom, and I woke up to have to go to the washroom myself, and headed from the room into the washroom, and I don't remember anything after that.
No, and yeah, so I just gone back to bed, so I heard a thud, which it didn't sound like a regular thing. She likes to always check the water, make sure it goes down in the laundry room, and so I went to the washroom to check on her, but she had fell right where the sink and the door is, so I had to and found her laying on the floor and a little bit of blood on the floor, and so of course you freak out a little bit, and I ran upstairs and got
Our son Brandon.
sorry.
Hey, we get the 911 call in, and mom's face down, so I have to flip her over so I can perform CPR. So I get an arm underneath and kind of support her head and flip her over, and just trying to remember everything from what I've learned over the years and taking courses and check breath, but it's all hazy and you're in a panic and you're just trying to keep it all together. So it was a tough process, but luckily the 911 operator was very good, and she walked me through the whole process and just told me to keep going until the paramedics got there. And it was maybe 10 minutes, but it felt like a lifetime. So it just I kept going and did the best that I could to make sure that I could help her the best that I could. So yeah, it's been tough since then, a long road to recovery, and every day's a little bit better, but at that time it was pretty hard. So
my partner and I received this call just prior to 3 o'clock in the morning. We had about a 7-minute travel time to get to the scene. In that time, we just kind of talked to each other, tried to figure out who was going to be responsible for what procedures and how we wanted the call to run. When we arrived on scene, fire was there doing CPR. They had taken over CPR from the patient's son, and we applied our Lucas device, which was able to do automatic CPR so that we could do other procedures such as manage the patient's airway and look for potential vital signs and check her rhythm. After about, I believe it was 6 minutes or so, the patient regained a pulse, and she had a steady rhythm, which was stable at that time. And we had another unit come on scene to help us make sure the patient was stable and to help us with transporting her to the hospital for further evaluation.
So when we arrived on scene that night, the patient her pulse had returned. So a lot of our work was with the fire team and the primary care team working on extrication. And once in the back of the truck, we were just monitoring and making sure that she remained a stable ROSC patient. But it really highlights for us the importance of early CPR and defib. The crew and the team did just excellent work. And obviously her family member providing that early CPR, it just, for positive outcomes, it makes such a big difference for us. So couldn't be happier to be here and to celebrate this successful story.
Yeah, this call is a great example of all the emergency services working together and having a successful outcome.
yeah, it feels pretty unreal. Just to be in that moment, or just to think about it in general, is like, it could happen to anybody, but it happened to my mom, and I'm so glad that they live with me and I was able to help, and do what I could to help her, and I'm very thankful to the paramedics and the firefighters and all the first responders who came and helped and did what they had to do to save her life. So